Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to talk a little bit about good advice and bad advice when it comes to recording your voice and what you need to know if you're going to be auditioning for any sort of TV show or professional job where you're going to be using your voice on a microphone. Now, other people have talked this to death about different types of microphone and their frequency response, how to use gain, etc., etc. But today we're going to be specifically talking about bad advice. Now, if you go to the voice audition website, and we'll go there now, the voice casting, which is nbcthevoice.com, and you sign in. Here we go. Now, when you go to do this, you go to video audition tips. And they actually say, do not use professional recording equipment in their audition tips. Well, this is the worst advice you could possibly receive in your entire life. Do not listen to them. Go out and buy a used or a open box Shure Brothers microphone. Now, specifically, you want an SM7B or a SM7DB if you do not have a preamp. Now, you can find a decent preamp from Behringer for used about, under $50. So you don't have to go out and spend a billion, bajillion, jillion dollars to get a preamp. Now, the microphone, they're about $150, used or opened. Okay, so make sure you get both of those things, and you'll be in good shape. Now, so if somebody ever says to you, oh, we don't want to hear what you sound like on professional equipment, well, they're liars. Don't listen to them. Don't believe a single word that comes out of their mouth, because either they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, or they don't care about you and don't care if you succeed or fail, okay? Because the truth is that you need the best equipment that you can possibly get so that you sound good at your audition. Now, the first time that I auditioned for The Voice, I read their advice. I said, okay, great. Well, that's great because I don't have a $300 or a $500 microphone. And so this works out perfectly for me. Well, little did I know that I was walking into a trap of fucking death, because that microphone was the biggest. It was a $5 bargain bin microphone from like fucking Kmart, okay? It was terrible. But see, they want you to believe that you can sound like Elvis Presley out of a $5 bargain bin mic, and it is simply not true. Do not believe them. They are lying to your fucking face. So, now that all that's out of the way, we're going to talk about what a good microphone can do for you. Now, depending on the use, you're going to want different microphones. Like, for instance, If you're in a noisy environment where there's lots of stuff going on and whatever, you want a dynamic cardioid microphone. If you're in a studio environment and there's only one, now this is important, there can only be one of this type of microphone, and that is the condenser microphone. You can't have two condenser microphones within several feet of each other because they will interact and cause all kinds of mayhem, and you just don't want to deal with it. This right here, this is a condenser microphone, and I have to be right up on the thing, damn near touching it with my face to make it sound good. I am also currently not running a preamp on this mic, so it's probably about 30 or 40 dB, maybe even 60 dB lower than it actually should be. I just recently purchased a preamp, and it'll be here sometime in the next week. And that's going to help my sound tremendously, and I might actually be able to make it on The Voice this time instead of getting pwned in the fucking second round and not even getting the actual judges at The Voice to listen to me. So, anyway, I don't know. I guess this is more of a rant than anything else, but the most important thing is that your mic is everything. Everything. Nothing else matters. Get a good microphone. Get a preamp. Do yourself justice because you're the only one that cares about you. Nobody else gives a fucking flying fuck whether you succeed or fail. They don't give a fuck. It doesn't impact their lives. They're going to sleep just as good at night knowing that they fucked you, lying to your fucking face telling you you don't need professional recording equipment. They don't give a fuck. So, do yourself a favor and buy professional recording equipment. And that's all I have to say. Good night, folks.